Good morning, Brighton Academy.
This is Grayson
and Cedric with your Friday morning announcements.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Remain standing for the mission statement.
The mission of Brighton Academy is to nurture a habit of scholarship and ethical character in a joyful, engaging, rigorous, and ethical learning environment. Inspire educators in partnership with parents and the community will ensure measure growth in every student every year and empower students to create a brighter future for our world.
Remain standing for the moment of silence.
You may be seated.
Stay tuned for these important messages.
This is Luca West
and Caleb
with your weather update. Today it will be mostly cloudy with a high of 62 and a low of 46.
This weekend we have a chance of rain showers Saturday and Sunday.
When you return to school on Monday, be prepared for colder temperatures.
Back to your anchors.
That is Moji
and Carly
with your special message. It is time for your 7C's focus of the day. So far, you've heard about all the activities you can earn credit for: craftsmanship, commitment, and creativity.
Today we're focusing on curiosity.
Being curious means you ask questions, seek to learn new things, and find interests and new skills.
You can earn a credit for curiosity in many ways. Exploring topics on dogonews.com, choose a topic that interests you and write a summary. Present it to your crew.
Write an I Wonder list of questions and find answers to half of them. You will share your findings with your crew.
You can develop a science experiment and present it to your crew.
You can create a makerspace creation and present it to your crew.
Lastly, you can explore Wonderopolis.org and write down at least three interesting discoveries that you make. We hope hearing these options inspire you to go out and be curious.
All students who complete 14 total activities by the end of the year will earn a special green item.
Students, we hope you heard some interesting things today that you can do or that you are already doing that will earn you credit on your 7C stack.
Remember, completing your deck earns you participation in the Green Party in December.
And it earns you a special award at the end of the year: a shirt for 4th and 5th grade, a hoodie for 6th and 7th grade, and a graduation cord for 8th graders.
The 7C's green hoodie can be worn any day of the week.
Back to your anchors.
This is Eminem and Jazzy with your dress code check. Today you're checking your shoes. Yes, there's a dress code for shoes. Acceptable shoes include tennis shoes, athletic footwear, boots, loafers, and closed-toe shoes with 1 inch or less heel. Crocs are not allowed. If you're wearing out of dress code shoes, it's time to make a phone call home. Now that everyone is in dress code, y'all are ready to have a great day. Back to your anchors.
Hi, my name is Stefan. I'm 12 years old. I'm 7th grade, and for my interview, I'm interviewing my mom for Ethical Hero. She served in the military Air Force for 1 term in 2008 when she was 27 years old. At the time, she was a single mom of my older brothers who were 7 and 8. My mom's job was a security forces, which is equivalent to a police officer. She served her country and raised my brothers with high morals and integrity. She would volunteer her time and took my brothers along to show what it meant to give back to the community. My mom is my hero because she cares for me and I love her so much.
Bailey Daniels with her Ethical Hero research. Bailey, who did you research?
Martin Luther King Jr.
And can you tell us some things that you learned about him?
Martin Luther King Jr. was an American Baptist minister, activist, and political philosopher who was one of the most prominent leaders in the civil rights movement from 1955 until his assassination in 1968. He fought for black rights, and he went to jail for doing the right thing.
So how do you think that this has impacted you or our community?
Because he stood up for black people's rights, and without him, like, it could still be the same it was back then.
And so what does this inspire you to do?
To make a change in the world.
Great job.
Thank you.
Good morning, this is Jade Williams with her Ethical Hero Research. Jade, who did you research?
Nelson Mandela.
And what can you tell us about Nelson Mandela?
Nelson Mandela was a South African anti-apartheid activist and politician who served as the first black president of South Africa from 1994 to 1999. He was the country's first black head of state and the first elected in a fully representative Democrat election.
And so, learning about him, how has this impacted you as a person?
It's impacted me to like open up my eyes and become a better person and fight for what's right.
And so what will you do as you're going forward?
If I see something, make a change and make a change on my behavior.
Well done.
Hello, my name is Madison Clark, and for my 7 C's, I chose the Ethical Hero. For my Ethical Hero, I chose Malcolm X. I picked him because he has made a big impact on the black community. Malcolm argued for black economic autonomy. This shows me that I have a voice and I can fight for what my right is.
Okay, so how do you think that our community is directly impacted by what Malcolm X offered?
I feel like he fought for rights, so we can have a certain amount of speech and we can say what we want to say.
And so how can you go forward and also become an ethical hero for someone else?
If I feel like something is wrong, I feel like I should speak what I have to say, and I shouldn't have to keep my mouth closed because of the way someone will feel.
Well, thank you very much for your research on Malcolm X.
Good morning, my name is Zara Tracy, and the person I did for my ethical character was Sandra Williams Ortega. She was the first African American to join the Air Force, and how she helped the community is Dr. Ortega changed areas relating to family, community, organizational dynamics, and she just helped a lot of people in general, like families and stuff like that, and she led the way for black women and black young girls to change their mind about going to the Air Force and stuff like that.
So I understand that you have joined JROTC. Has this impacted you at all with your decision?
Yes, a little bit, because I see that she was a brave black woman to do that, and that she changed a lot of people's minds about going to the Air Force, and that she was an actual leader to other young black women.
And do you think it's important for all cultures to have equal rights in defending America?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your research.
Hi, my name is Jade Davis, and this is my people who have impacted the community writing. In 1982, my mom, Erica Davis, was born. As a child, her mother was ill, which could be very damaging for a kid, but she didn't let that stop her. Throughout her childhood, she constantly stood up for others who had trouble doing so for themselves. In her college years, her friends asked for designing tips for their dorms. My mom was happy to help, and soon she developed a passion: interior design. Now she has a business, Home Sweet Homebody. Not only has she impacted her environment with her radiating gift, but she has impacted the lives of many with her go-get-it attitude. And although not famous, she is most definitely a world changer.
So how does this world-changing mentor, how does it shape you?
My mom is definitely not something you'd see every day. She has a method to her madness. It impacts me because when I see her striving to do her best, it really inspires me to do my best.
And isn't that the point of heroes?
Mm-hmm.
Someone to look up to.
Yes.
And so what are you going to do to make some change in your world?
I just really want to show people love and kindness, because when you love yourself, there's nothing else to it. Like, that's a big factor in our world that we're missing today. We're lacking self-love. I would love to show people that if you love yourself, then there's a good chance that that could solve a lot of other problems in your life.
Well, thank you, Jay Davis.
We are all excited to do a special shout out today to all those teachers who have perfect attendance in November.
Thank you to Miss Andre, Miss Beltner, Miss Burrs, Miss C. Brown, Miss Schiffel, Miss Crawford Bernardi, Mr. Daly, Miss Davis,
Mrs. Bradshaw, Miss Estimay, Mr. and Miss Holloway, Dr. Lills, Miss Mason, Mrs. Morrow, Miss McDonald,
Coach Montgomery, Coach Ochoa, Mrs. Oslacki, Miss Petty, Miss Pickett, Miss Pino, Miss Reyes, and Miss Rivera,
Miss Sharon, Miss Sheffield, Miss Sims, Miss J. Smith, Miss K. Smith, Miss Sorrell, Miss Chitwell, Mr. White,
Miss Williamson, and Miss Wilson for being inspired every day in November to empower students to create a brighter future for our world.
All these teachers are being entered into a drawing for a surprise that they will read about in the Monday memo.
And the winners are
Miss Estimay,
Dr. Littles,
Mr. Daly,
Mrs. Oslacki,
Miss Wilson, and Miss Wilson.
Congratulations, teachers, and thank you for all that you do for Brighton and its students.
The PTO Jingle Drive-Thru is tonight from 6 to 8 p.m.
Grade levels will have decorated stations that you can drive through.
Each station will be giving away a treat or a prize.
The Mistletoe Market is tomorrow from 9 to 4.
Come by to see all the local businesses selling items and crafts.
Please join us singing the morning verse.
We come together from many different places to learn, to work, to play. At Brighton Academy, we are a crew. By modeling the 7 C's and showing character in word and deed, we will succeed. We will all succeed because we are crew.
Have a fantastic Friday and an even better weekend.
This is Lucas
and Caleb with your weather. That we were supposed to both say it.
Oh.
This is Eminem and Jazzy with your dress code check. Today you're checking your shoes. Except oh my god. Oh.